I've been sat here for the past 2 minutes trying to figure out if the camera angle isn't straight or if it's crooked, but I think it's fine. Hey, it's Mel. I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be looking into a missing persons case involving an actress named Tammy Lynn Leppert. To this day, Tammy has not been found. She was born on the 5th of February, 1965 in Rockledge, Florida. She was a child and teen model who later became a beauty pageant queen. From age 4, Tammy competed in many beauty pageants, taking home 280 crowns. Then in 1980, Tammy became an actress, appearing in films such as Spring Break 1983, Little Darlings 1980, and the famous Scarface 1983. Tammy had blonde hair, weighed 104 pounds, and was 5'4". Her mum was called Linda Curtis and her dad was called Richard Leppert. Before her disappearance after shooting the film Spring Break, Tammy went alone on a weekend party and came back a different person, according to her close friend Wing Flanagan. On the 4th day of shooting the film Scarface, during a violent scene, Tammy had a breakdown on set. She was hysterical. At this time, she was staying with a friend called Walter Lebowitz. Tammy was crying, and when Walter came to visit her, she kept saying that someone was trying to kill her. During her emotional breakdown on set, she brought up money laundering. After her breakdown, she quit the film and went home. She told her mum that she was scared of being murdered by someone. Linda thought that her daughter was delusional, so she had her examined by a doctor. Hours later, Tammy was released and the doctor said that Tammy was completely fine, and there was no sign of drug or alcohol use. In the days leading up to Tammy's disappearance, she was acting very odd. She grew paranoid, and any time someone would call the house to talk to Tammy, she would tell that whoever was answering the phone to tell the person on the phone that she was not in. She refused to accept any calls. The only thing that Tammy would tell her friends and family was, quote, "I saw something I shouldn't have," end quote. After talking with a psychiatrist and speaking to the local police, Tammy felt better but still suffered with paranoia. One night at dinner, Tammy asked her close friend Wing to taste her food because she believed it was poisoned. Then on the 1st of July 1983, Tammy suffered another serious breakdown. After going outside for a minute, Tammy found that her front door had been locked. Tammy grabbed a baseball bat. Side note, I don't know where she got the baseball bat from, but she grabbed it and broke the front window. She yelled and then proceeded to hit her friend Wing. Eventually, Linda was able to calm her daughter down. After this, Tammy was sent to the Brevard County Mental Health Center for a complete physical and mental health evaluation. Doctors found no sign of drug or alcohol use. Tammy was observed for 72 hours and then released. After she was released, she told her mum that if anything should happen to her, that she wanted her mum to get even with a specific person. One day later, Tammy went out with her friend Rick and told him that she was probably going to be leaving for a while. Then on the afternoon of the 6th of July 1983, Tammy left home with Keith Roberts, and according to him, he and Tammy argued while they were together. Once the argument came to an end, Tammy demanded that Keith let her out of the car at Glass Bank parking lot in downtown Cocoa Beach. Tammy was 18 years old. She had no purse on her, no ID. Tammy was never seen again. Keith Roberts was the last person to see her. Tammy was wearing a blue denim flower skirt. Along with a matching top, she was wearing flip-flops. According to Tammy's sister Suzanne, she thinks that Tammy was pregnant at the time of her disappearance, though this has never been confirmed. Tammy's family called the police after Tammy didn't return home. The police initially thought that Tammy had left home by choice, but the family don't believe this. Linda told the police that Tammy was going to California in a few weeks, and there was no reason for her to just leave. The family believed that someone hurt Tammy. Tammy's body has never been found, and in 2020, she was ruled as deceased. Sadly, Linda passed away in 1995, never knowing what happened to her daughter, and Tammy's sister Suzanne is still searching for her sister. There were claims that Tammy was killed by an ex-boyfriend, but this has not been confirmed. As I mentioned before, the last person to see Tammy was Keith Roberts, and he was considered a suspect, but there was no physical evidence linking him to Tammy's disappearance. However, Keith denied doing a polygraph test. In 1985, after Tammy's disappearance, a Cocoa Beach detective named Harold Lewis received phone calls from a woman claiming that Tammy was still alive and she was alright. During the first phone call, the woman said that Tammy was doing fine and she would make contact when the time is right. During the second call, the woman still continued to say that Tammy was doing fine and she was doing what she always wanted to do, which was to go to school and become a nurse. The family believed that Tammy saw something that she shouldn't have and it put her in danger, and I'm also in agreement with that. Some people believe that Tammy's disappearance was related to money laundering. At the time, money laundering investigations were done in the area where Tammy disappeared from. Now moving on to suspects, there were a few suspects in the case, one of them being serial killer Christopher Wilder. A quick warning, this next part includes talk of rape. If that's triggering to you, please leave this video. Christopher ended up kidnapping and raping 12 women. He killed 8 of them during a spree from Florida to Texas in early 1984. Christopher died on the 13th of April in 1984, which, good riddance. I know we're supposed to forgive and forget, but it's people like this that make it difficult. Some people believe that Christopher kidnapped Tammy. I mean, we all know that Tammy was very beautiful and young and she was a beauty pageant queen, and small coincidence, Christopher was known as the Beauty Queen Killer. The next suspect is another awful man by the name of John Brennan Crutchley, who was a violent rapist. John committed suicide in prison in 2002. John's crimes occurred from 1977 to 1985. Though John was never convicted of murder, he was a suspected serial killer who possibly kidnapped and killed up to 30 women. It could be possible that Tammy was one of John's victims. However, John never spoke of Tammy. Also, on the 5th of July 1983, the night before Tammy went missing, she visited her friend Rick Adams. She told him that she had saw something that she shouldn't have. Me personally, I think she witnessed a murder. Her body has never been found, which leaves a little bit of hope for Susanna, Tammy's sister, that she possibly might still be alive. Susanna has put up a Facebook page called My Missing Sister, Tammy Leppert. I will leave all the contact information down below in the description box, along with my social media. What are your thoughts on this case? Leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care. Bye.